Welcome to this week's reading. This is a soulmate twin flame love reading, whatever resonates with you. And I'm going to start by laying down my mythology deck, Greek mythology deck. Okay. Past, present, near future, distant future, and a clarification. Okay. Okay. I'm going to lay down my mermaid tarot cards next. And what I'm already seeing here is that in the past, there was a great deal of judgment, a great deal of pain, a great deal of misfortune. There was a lot of investment on your part, and you felt like there wasn't a lot of investment being handed back to you. You felt like you gave and gave without receiving back in kind. And you felt like all that your efforts were for nothing. But I'm hearing that you did not hear everything that was going on, and you didn't see perhaps what you could have been doing that could have caused a rift in this situation as well. Because I feel like this was two people, but you personally felt victimized, and you didn't necessarily see where the other person might have been coming from. Right now, it feels like there's a lot of harmony for you, perhaps alone, if you are not currently in your love situation, but there's definitely a lot of harmony, a lot of love, a lot of give and take, a lot of relaxation within the relationship, within yourself, within the realm of what you are needing. Pretty soon, there's going to be a challenge called. It's not going to be one that's going to be massive. This is the Knight of Wands. This is something that is pretty temporary. It's not going to be as big as it seems. It's a little more dramatic feeling than it actually is. It's not going to be so horrible. And see, here, the Ten of Cups often means that there is a completion. Now, in this, you can see that the card is upside down, saying that there is just a lot of there's not a connection between the two. But I'm honestly feeling like what this means, and this is upside down for you guys, this would be right side up for me. This means that there is not a completion in your relationship. This is what I hear, that this means, that there is no completion yet, that you need to hang on to exactly what's going on here, because it's starting a new cycle, and this is a better cycle, and that's going to come from this minor drama. Like, no relationship is perfect all the time, and there's always at least a small upset, and that's what I see going on over the next week. I don't see anything too horribly major. I see a lot of love. Now, Valentine's Day is coming up next week, and that can put pressure on people, but I feel like this is going to be a time that a lot of people let go of their anxieties and come together in a better way. And the World card upside down. Okay, all the elements are here. They're all present. And the snake is biting its own tail, enlightenment, and all that. Well, basically, if this is a twin flame relationship, not all of the lessons have been learned. I mean, you can't learn all of the lessons and ever. So what you basically do is heal and do as much work as possible to get on with it the best you can, So these cards being upside down are no major drama. Let's see what the Mermaid Tarot tells us. Relax is what I hear to tell everybody. Just really relax. Everything is okay. Listen to your inner voice, especially if you're a twin flame, especially if you're in a higher spiritual relationship. Really listen to your inner voice, because you're not being led astray. You're being told the truth right now. And no matter what the situation looks like outside of you, you're going to hear the truth on the inside. All right. So, see, this is a tower upside down here for, never mind. I'll come back. So the Eight of Swords is upside down in the past. And that looks like, okay, that very much says that this card right here, where you felt like everything was dumped on you, things came back to kind of looking like everything was a lot more balanced, you see. Things became more balanced for both of you. You both realized where the other one was coming from. And you were able to heal a lot of the situation through communication with each other. Now, the Seven of Swords is over the Two of Pentacles. So this is still, I'm feeling like this is upside down. This is still feeling like to me that this is like serious relaxation still. This is just get comfortable, get to know that person, fall in love with everything about that person, fall in love with yourself according to that person, because the first love affair we have is with ourselves, right? So if we're comfortable and in love with ourselves, others can't help but love us. So just, feel safe within yourself. Trust yourself, respect yourself, because you are winning at life right now, especially if you're infusing positive things. This minorness that's coming up soon, this minor upset, is just that. It's a very, very minor upset. And it's not going to bring anything massive or major, just, a clarification. What I really feel like and see here is that there's going to be a great deal of healing, even through the minor stuff. Even if it's annoying, no matter what's going on, you're going to feel and see a lot of healing come through for both of you. You are going to have a lot of good times, a lot of laughs, a lot of happiness, a lot of health, relaxing into this situation. It really feels to me like lovers have come back, or that you have started a relationship with someone that you once thought was just a friend. So this love reading right here is really about ties from the past. Now the tower being upside down is good in this case. So this is not the completion of the cycle. There is marriage for a lot of you on the horizon. And the tower being upside down means that foundations that weren't working are being looked at, but they're being looked at in a really positive, beautiful way. They're not being looked at as nasty or negative. I mean, this is a really gentle life review of your relationship and of yourself right now. So what you're going to be getting is a lot of positive healing energy and messages. So if you guys have a disagreement, it's not going to be one that explodes and erupts into nastiness. It's going to be one where you talk about how you feel, where you have, respect enough for each other to really communicate in a way that is respectful of and to each other. So I see this as really some positive, like I said, really healing energy. And here we have the Hermit card on top of the World card. And what that is telling me is that the World card saying that all these elements are here. The Hermit card is confirming that, you alone are manifesting what you need in your life, what you want in your life, what comes to you. So these are the lessons, of course, that you need to learn. These are things that you need to learn about yourself, with yourself. That you are manifesting everything into yourself and into your life that holds sway in your life. So whatever you're doing right now are lessons you need to learn, and that is okay. Whatever you need to be learning right now, whatever you need to be feeling right now is okay. It's okay to go with the flow of that and enjoy that. Even if it's painful, you may be saying, really enjoy it, really? Well, you may not be, but try to learn everything you can. Don't say, why is this happening to me? Ask what I need to learn from this. And you really shift your focus from negativity into healing and positivity by doing that. Okay. The Queen of Wands, really strong mentally. The Ace of Wands means you're beginning a new cycle. The Magician, Four of Wands. So all really good cards. So the Queen of Wands like you came out of this situation feeling pretty much like a victim, and the victimization being turned around and realizing it was, two of you in this situation, not just one. The Queen of Wands is saying, yeah, mentally I'm getting strong and I'm feeling positive about the things that I've heard and talked about, and I'm really okay now. So the Two of Pentacles, you guys coming together and ending the communication in a negative way that you used to have, is starting a new beginning for you both, a new beginning of communication that, like I have been saying already, is really healthy and positive. Now, here, this minor upset that is really actually quite for the good, don't allow it to blind you. It's going to cause you a moment of chaos. It's going to cause you a moment of second guessing yourself and a few tears. But it's not going to be anything so dramatic that you guys will even want to break up. And through the foundations that were not working or healthy, you are going to find like a really positive, powerful, new communication again with each other. This is a way to communicate that brings all of the best elements of you into play, so that you are able to communicate with each other so efficiently that you run like a well-oiled ship. I really see really good things in communication and clearing out for you both. So the Four of Wands, on top of the Hermit card, I talked about positive manifestation, whatever you're needing to learn. This Four of Wands is a card of victory, that you really start coming into a position where you realize, what you're bringing into your life either makes or breaks you. And you have stopped living in this cycle of learning through pain, through chaos. And you started living in this place that you learn through love now. You learn through your heart. Whenever you're confronted with a situation that is painful or feels detrimental, what you end up doing is you kind of confront it with love, with understanding of yourself and of the situation, rather than condemning yourself for looking for the worst possible situation or solution to any problem. You're done learning in chaos. You're done learning in pain. You're now learning in love. Always bring your consciousness to your heart to try to learn from that. Right, we've got the Two of Pentacles again, Four of Swords. So remember how I said that communication is going to change? That's exactly what is going to happen. Okay? So here, because you became mentally stronger, you got a lot more balance physically happening. And with you guys coming together, and then things doing a lot better, you becoming new starts and new beginnings. The Four of Swords is cutting through all things that were old, all things that no longer served you or worked. And it's not going to be in a negative way. It's not going to be in a painful or spiteful way. It's going to be in a really positive way, that you finally put to rest what is no longer working or is no longer helpful. I see a lot of connections with people from the past happening, not just relationship wise, but there's also going to be family members from the past coming back too. And that is true. Like here I said, that it's going to be something minor that goes on. Don't cry yourself silly. Don't allow yourself, to go too crazy with it, because you're going to see really positive results right after. Things are going to shine. Things are going to be good. Things are going to be powerful. And here is not the ending of a cycle, but the beginning of a new cycle. A lot of beginnings for you both in really big ways, really good ways, really healing ways, because you're learning from love. And right here, the Tower being upside down means old foundations that weren't working are crumbling, but new foundations are being put in their place that do work, and it's going to be really gentle. And we've got the Ten of Swords here. And I don't see this Ten of Swords as being your relationship, but relationships around both of you that aren't working, that aren't productive. A lot of what's going on here is that what was unhealthy, chaotic, poisonous, whatever was toxic for you both is falling away within the relationship and your communication with each other, but also outside of yourself, where other people are concerned that we're meddling or nitpicking or getting themselves into the relationship in a way that wasn't positive. People that were being cheated on or were cheating, that is going away too. There's just a lot of realizations of what you actually have in front of you going on. Like, people are getting it. This person that I have really is a good person and means a lot. And the more you learn to love yourself, the more you see that. So this is a lot of the chaos and nastiness being cut out of your life permanently. Like, I see people that were coming back that were chaotic before, just kind of coming back for a brief time to be swept out again completely and totally, to heal those situations, to get rid of that energy for once and for all and for good. And then the Four of Wands, with all of that victory going on, you know, your manifestations of yourself, learning through love and not learning through chaos and pain anymore, and having victory and finally learning how to, you know, bring positivity, bring yourself into love. The High Priestess is showing you all of her mysteries. She's showing you all of her secrets. She's showing you all of her truths. And you are finally going to come to a place where you're like, yes, I've got this. I know what I'm doing now. I really am walking a better, healthier path with this relationship within myself. So I'm going to pull, instead of just putting down 4 cards today, I'm going to put down all 5 of my decks. Well, 5 of the decks that I use. And then we will pull the love cards and then the angel cards. Ooh, we got cards flying out. Yes, we have got the Knight of Cups coming out. I don't usually read the cards that come out, but this means that right there, I see that connected to friends, people that, you know, were cheating or cheating with, toxic, like karmics, a lot of karmics, people that you didn't realize were karmics, stuff like that, being cleansed out of this situation, being cleansed out of your life, being cleansed out of the twin flame, higher soulmate energy. Because they're only back very, very briefly, like days, even in a lot of cases. Everything's going to be fine. Really listen to your intuition right now. The Moon, High Priestess upside down, the Star. Okay, good. So the Moon, even though, you know, you realized through this that it was both of you that were in this situation and it became much more balanced, it still left a lot of fears and things that needed to be healed and worked on and dealt with. So you are in a position now, or were in a position recently where you had to start facing, you know, your own self and your own issues within the relationship. Like, that's where you're coming from. I'm facing myself. I'm facing where I was and what I was and how I came about and how I was presented, all the way over here to, you know, being the person that goes, yeah, I see it, I get it. And now I'm fixing that. So, the Four of Swords and the High Priestess being upside down here, means that just right yet, because we got the High Priestess too, illuminating and saying, hey, things are going much better. But first, after the cutting away and the death of things that are not working for you, around you, with you, you and your beloved, because this is just like, I'm feeling like no matter what's going on around, no matter what the cards look like, what is actually happening is within everybody. Within the loving relationships, they are staying solid. They're coming back together in a really positive way, and they are not able to be like, it's like doing this. Every time anything or anyone tries to pull that relationship apart, even the people in it, it's not going to happen. There's a lot of healing going on, like a lot of healing, and it's happening in a way that is not disrupting or upsetting everybody else. No one's running from themselves anymore. I see that this is finally a place where people are facing the mirror. Finally facing their mirror and doing it in an honest way, instead of being toxic, instead of going, well, I can't have things my way, so I'm just going to be a jerk here until I get things my way. No. I see that what's happening is people are coming from a place of, all right, how do I need to be showing up to be the most beneficial? Instead of seeing this as the most negative, I need to see this in the proper way. So this highlights and illuminates that a lot of secrets need to be, seen within yourself, and you need to be really coming from a place of positive thinking, of healthy thinking about yourself in this situation. And this is really interesting. I've got the star card here, and then I've got the star card upside down. And what I see this is that the reason why it's upside down and right side up is because it's showing you the mirror of yourself. So this is definitely talking about a higher soulmate relationship, or like this is this. I'm going to do it like this. They're kind of facing each other. A higher soulmate relationship, or definitely a twin flame relationship of the mirrors. So this is definitely a very destined, very powerful relationship for you. And you need to be, cherishing this, loving yourself, healing all of your energies through this, and making sure that, this is a top priority for you, because within you, it really is. I mean, when you were in separation, you realize just how much this person meant to you. And this right here is 8 of Swords. So we've got these 10 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. And this is all the people and the situations that are being cut out. And I hear 8 is going to be a significant number. There's like 8 days until this situation from this point, when people start being cut out. Like, it's going to take 8 days, 8 months, and I think 8 days, 8 weeks. It's going to be a very short period of time that toxic relationships are going to be cut out of your life, that no longer serve a higher purpose for you. And you and your beloved are just glued together. Okay? This is gluing you together, and this is removing anything out of your life that causes turmoil to the situation. Twin flame relationships are really being highlighted because they are very, very healing and very paramount to this world. So here with the positive thinking and the victory, and you having a lot of secrets revealed to you, we have got 8 of Cups. So the 8 of Cups really is bringing all of that positive, loving, powerful energy back into the fold. And that starts with you, and that relationship and that love starts with yourself. And then that's what she's telling you. The love that you are, the love that you feel, starts with you first, and then you give it to others. So the way to heal your twin flame relationship, the most effective way to heal your twin flame relationship, is by healing and loving yourself first. Any relationship, actually. Gaining a new perspective of yourself, how you show up, and loving yourself first and foremost, so that you can give the proper amount of love, the real love, to someone else. Because really, loving yourself is where you come from, loving someone else. Show up healthy. Okay? The love cards. All right. So in the past, for the past, wait, don't rush in. Allow nature to take its course. So when you guys broke up, you had to have that time of separation to really see yourself, how you showed up, how they showed up in the relationship. So it was telling you not to rush into anything, but give it time so that you really could see where you were coming from and where they were coming from. All right. So remember, I talked about there's a death in the way you used to communicate with each other. There's no longer the unhealthy communication. And this is only time will tell with the High Priestess upside down. There's a lot coming to you that that needs to, needs time to be able to come about in the healthiest way. Give things time. Be, respectful of each other. Be respectful of yourself, and definitely be patient. Okay. All right. So here we had, this is not going to be a huge argument, but you are going, and it's not going to be a huge drama, but you are going to be seeing the reflection of yourself. It's going to be so apparent, the reflection of yourself, you won't be able to deny it no matter what. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Well, that kind of fit that very much. I don't think I need to describe that much more. And right. So this means the cycle is not ending with you and your beloved. This is really starting. Old foundations are being torn away to bring positive, powerful, healthy stuff. The relationships outside of you and your beloved are falling away. Anything toxic, anything terrible is being cut out of your life. And there's going to be an 8 time period, 8 days, 8 weeks. I see this being really quick, actually, that people are 8. And I think the 8 days is really going to be clearing out a lot of situations that are not positive for you within that time period. So romance, Cupid arrow strikes. So like I said, you guys are perfect. You guys are fine. You guys will have this beautiful, powerful romance. But the things that aren't working have to be cleared out, and marriage is going to be on the table as an offer. All right. So through manifesting and realizing what you're manifesting for yourself, you get the 8 of Cups, and then, and that's talking just nothing but about love. Don't worry, no one's breaking up again. You guys are going to be coming to new heights. You're going to be coming to new healing. You're going to be coming to new understanding. You guys are going to be coming to a more powerful love. It's going to get deeper and better as time goes. Things are going to be healed you didn't even think you needed healed. And things that really plagued and bothered you are finally going to be healed and cleared out. So soulmate. It's the last card for the love. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Now, what was I talking about through this whole line? About manifesting positive, powerful. What you believe is what you get. And that's what the high priestess was saying. I will show you the secrets of what you believe, and you will get true love, and you manifest them physically. Now, the only time you're not going to be able to manifest someone to you is if they are twin flames and they are destined to be with them, you see, or they're destined to finish that karmic cycle. And I see a lot of karmic cycles finishing up right now. Okay, I'm going to do an overall energy card today too. Okay, now 3 angel cards. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So, acceptance. See yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. So we just talked about this throughout the entire reading. This does not mean just for other people, but you need to also apply this acceptance and love to yourself. What you believe you will get out of someone, you will get out of someone. Okay? Perfect timing. Now is the perfect moment for you to act on your inspiration. The doors are open while you walk through them with us by your side. Don't delay or procrastinate. All of the ingredients are ripe for your success. Everything and everyone is on your side, supporting your positive outcomes. So this is really talking about things being cut away that are no longer serving you and your beloved. This is things being really healthy between you and a healthy amount of communication. This is foundations crumbling that are not working for you anymore or are not positive. This is really a great card. Trustworthy guidance. So remember, I talked about really trusting your intuition and trusting yourself through this whole process. Because no matter what things look like on the outside, in the inside, what you hear your gut, what you hear your heart telling you, what you hear your intuition telling you is really what's going on. Allow things to look like they're falling apart if you need to, but know that the only thing that's really happening is you're coming into a healthier place. Trustworthy guidance. You can trust yourself. You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you in every step of the way. Ask for, and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. So this is really, if you are having a hard time discerning for yourself, go ahead and ask for the help of the angels. Archangel Michael, Archangel Shamael, Archangel Raphael are my favorites to work with, especially right now. Metatron, Hanel. Hanel is the Archangel of Manifestation. Ask them to help you with whatever you're needing help with, and they will definitely come to your guide, to your aid. All right. So let's pull one more card. Something new I'm doing. An overall feel. Okay. All right. So who's guiding us? Okay. Aquarius. Isn't that interesting? That is a very interesting card to pull for the guidance, because the moon and the sun are in Aquarius right now. I think it's moving out of Aquarius right now. So what you're needing to do, what an Aquarius does, is they see things from a very detached perspective emotionally. They don't see, like Cancer and Scorpio and Taurus and Capricorn, even though they're the most detached of the earth, Capricorn still is more attached than an Aquarius. And an Aquarius detaches themselves from an emotion and sees things in a more analytical way. That can sometimes be unhealthy, because we need our emotions to guide us in a healthy, positive way. But what this is doing is telling you, go with the humanitarian spirit of Aquarius right now, and use their humanitarianism to help guide you in being loving and open, but detached from the negativity. All right. This is the reading for this week. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a bright, blessed week.